Assalamu alaikum, it's Aisha, which means peace be with you. How are you going today? Just looking at the topic of relationships. I've called this one No Band-Aid Required. You know, when we look at relationships and some of the damage that's done, some of the healing that needs to be done, you can liken it to a cut. When you put get a cut on your hand and you put a Band-Aid on it to heal it. You know, depending on the depth of that cut, you need to treat it with antiseptic, and sometimes it needs stitching. And if it's left untreated properly, then more serious consequences can occur, like deep infection, antibiotics, and even worse, maybe amputation. It's the same with relationships. You know, we often palm things off with our relationships and we put the Band-Aid effect on top without actually treating the depth of the problem. And unless this is done, it will never heal. So getting to the root causes of what's going on with those communication breakdowns between two or more parties is absolutely critical. So you can't put a topical cover over the top of a broken relationship. You need to get down to the layers and get to the crux to the problem. You know, we often look to outside parties to solve our problems. And yes, you know, someone like myself who's experienced in these areas can aid the healing process, but we can't solve it for you. You need to do that work yourself. And one thing that I could perhaps suggest for you that is a really effective icebreaker if you're stuck and you really don't know where to start, get a chair and put one chair opposite another. No distractions, no phones, no nothing at all. It's got to be a mutually convenient spot that's not biased in one way or another. And the conditions are as follows. There is no talking allowed. You meet at the agreed time and place. You both sit opposite one another. And you have to look directly into the other person's eyes. And that exercise, I would encourage you, without looking away, with not a breath of a word at all, to do for a minimum of 10 minutes, if not longer, and see what happens. And I bet you'll be pleasantly surprised. Don't leave it at that. That's the icebreaker. That's the start of the treatment. Okay, there's layers to be done for the healing process to take place. But until such time as you take that leap and you actually look into the eyes of another human being, down into the depths of their very soul, you can't begin to heal. And as a follow-up to that, I would encourage you to catch up, talk about what took place, and let the healing begin. Okay? All the very best. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you. My dearest blessings. Bye for now. Aisha.